this video is all about how to deal with those haters. I don't know what it is at the moment, but I am seeing so much hate out there on the internet right now. I'm seeing it in regards to people I know. I'm seeing it in regards to people I don't know. I am just seeing the hate online. I'm telling you, and I know we all know that the internet is not a safe place by any means. You know, people are getting critiqued all the time, but I just feel like this week it has really come into my point of view. So I thought, what better time than to do a video about the haters than now? So this video is all about how to deal with those haters. And although none of us want them, if you are going to be putting yourself out there, if you are going to be making yourself vulnerable, and if you are going to be in that public space, unfortunately, it is really challenging to not get criticism. And by really challenging, I mean it's basically going to be impossible. If you want to achieve some level of success, the hate is just going to come. It is just a natural part of human nature, unfortunately, because jealousy, envy, all of those things are a thing. It's important to discuss where hate comes from. Why are people hating in the first place? It's because people are in pain. And it's way easier to try and deflect that pain onto other people than it is to sit there and deal with the pain that you're actually feeling inside about yourself. And the unfortunate thing is that a lot of the time, haters are really feeling the hate within themselves. And when we look at it from that perspective, it's a bit unfortunate. It's sad because a lot of us here are out there and we're trying to make the world a better place. We're trying to help others, do our best to just spread positivity, motivation, good things in life. And if you're gonna get some hate for it, then I think that says a lot more about the person that is throwing the shade than it does about you. Now, they always say if you don't have haters, you're doing something wrong. And I love to give the example of Jay Shetty. A lot of us in the coaching space know who Jay Shetty is. And if you don't, look him up. He's amazing. He just shares a bunch of stories and positivity and how to deal with certain situations. He's great. But even he gets hate. It's crazy. I remember scrolling through YouTube and just finding all of this criticism about him. There was literally videos just talking about how much people didn't like him or thought that he was, full of crap and all of these different things. And I thought that was absolutely shocking because I was like, how can this person that has brought so much positivity to me and to other people be getting so much hate? But no one is going to be everyone's cup of tea. It's just not going to happen. It's like the girl that comes into the office. It's really optimistic, really bubbly, and the people don't like her because they are in a crappy mood themselves. And it's a lot easier to surround yourself with people that are all negative than it is to have someone who is actually enjoying their lives and kind of shining light on the fact that your life maybe isn't so great. Let's dive in. Now that we know where the hate comes from, what are some things that we can actually do to overcome it? Because when we know that the hate isn't actually about us and it's about what the other person is feeling, hopefully we can use these techniques to overcome it and just to feel better in ourselves. Because let's be honest, hate can hurt, and no matter how strong you are, no matter how strong your exterior and anything like that, it can get to us. I even just remember seeing something about Kylie Jenner, who she went through a phase where she was showing more of herself, showing more of her personality, but then when she got more, maybe not more hate, but then when the hate came from that, she said that it made her want to retract it and just show a certain perspective again, because she didn't want people then to know the real her. Because if it's a kind of facade that you can show or a kind of perspective where you're like, okay, well, that's not the real me, so if they criticize it, then that's fine. But once you're actually showing yourself and trying to show more of your personality and then people criticize that, then it really starts to hurt. It feels like people are attacking our character, and that's where we don't appreciate it, and that's where then it can be taken really personally. I know it can be hard and scary to be vulnerable and put ourselves out there because it does leave you open to more criticism, and when you do that, it can hurt more. But hopefully you can do some of these tactics and they can help you to deal with the haters when you do get them. So number one, let the hate drive you. Use it to propel you. Instead of taking it seriously, just use it as that fuel that's going to push you forward. Because chances are, if you've got haters, you're actually doing a good job. You're actually gaining success, you're gaining traction, you're getting probably lots of positive comments in there. It can be so hard not to focus on all the good things that are happening, and we focus on that one person that's being negative. But I want you guys to try. Focus on those people that are inspired by you, that do find you helpful and motivating and everything else. That is who you are doing it for. The people that are being negative, you are using those comments to fuel yourself, to push you forward, to keep going, because now you're like, well, that's what you think, but look at all of these people here who I am helping, who I am supporting. And when you're focused on them and then just using those haters fuel to fuel you forward, you're going to be able to do more things. You're going to be able to do better and gain more success, because let's face it, when you take that negativity and turn it into something positive, you're just going to propel yourself forward more. Everything's going to start to work out for you. Good karma is going to come to you because you are the person that is doing the good things and not spreading the hate. So push it forward for yourself and just do it for the people that actually care about you. It can be easier said than done, but when you do that, it feels good. I'm not going to lie. It feels good when you can prove people wrong and not really care what they then have to say, because you have then taken that to just do something good. That feels great. Number 2, take it as a compliment. Obviously, if you are gaining haters, you are doing something right. Haters are just gonna be a part of life. They are never not gonna be there, unfortunate as it is. And if you don't have any haters, we like to say you're doing something wrong. So embrace the haters and use it as a compliment. You are gaining more success. And this can flow really well into point number 3. Successful people aren't out there throwing shade. Successful people aren't out there hating on other people. So the people that are out there hating are the people that are unhappy, that maybe aren't doing so well. No one hates on someone doing worse than them. People only hate when something is going better for somebody else because they don't have it. It makes them jealous, it makes them envious. They don't get how you're out there traveling, living this glorious life. They don't get to do that. Use it again to fuel you and realize that it's a good thing. It just means that you are on the right path. Take that compliment and remember, again, successful people aren't the ones out there throwing the shade. They have much better things to do with their time than to be hating on you. So surround yourself again with good people. Who you surround yourself is going to be really important, and focus again on the people that you're helping. Number 4, you can use curiosity. And again, it can take practice, let me say, because when we feel feelings or emotions, they can be really strong. You know, I'm definitely someone that feels things strongly. So I have to really check myself, reflect, and then trained myself to see the curiosity in it. Whereas before I would just react. I was a very quick reactor. If I felt like someone was attacking me, I would attack back. And then it doesn't really serve you, it doesn't serve them, because now they know that they've gotten a reaction out of you and you kind of just feel crappy. Like whenever I've released, anger back, you just feel bad about it. Like I feel bad about it after and I regret it. I'm like, oh, I wish I had responded in a better way. By kind of gaining control of your emotions and using curiosity, you can begin to ask yourself questions, so this person has said this. Where do I think that that's coming from? What's this person going through to feel the need to say this to me? Because let me tell you, I am not out there scrolling on the internet trying to put people down. Even if I may see something that I don't agree with, I don't feel the need to say anything bad about them or try and bring them down. It's just like, okay, that's their point of view. I may not agree with it, but they're in their right to put it out there. Let them do it. Let people do their thing. If people aren't out there harming themselves or each other, people are entitled to their opinions and they're entitled to their own stuff. So just let people get on with it. It's fine. It's not hurting me, it's not hurting someone else. They're probably in a way worse spot than I am. I am actually out here happy, living the life that I have always wanted to live, which is a great thing. Somebody out there may be seeing that and it may be triggering for them. Who knows? It's always just best to ask those questions, and it can help calm you down, because then it's like, okay, well actually this person's probably hurting a lot more than I am. I have no idea what this person has been through, and it helps you to be the bigger person because you are then not expressing judgment on them. I don't need to judge them for being mean. I can just see it, I can question it, I can kind of realize where it's probably come from, and instead of being really angry and wanting to retaliate, I can just, even do something nice or ask them a question in return, or just say, oh, I hope you're okay. I hope everything's going okay for you. What a response is that? People definitely probably wouldn't expect that response from you. And that again leads us nicely into point number 5, which is kill them with kindness. Be kind to them. Why not? Sometimes you may be able to respond in like a joke and you can stir up conversations, and then that's good for engagement and things like that. But otherwise, just be nice to them. Again, if you know that it's coming from a place where they're probably feeling crappy about themselves, well, it's my job to actually help people with their problems, or, partner with them to find a path that is going to be better for them. So just be nice. Ask them, like I said, if they're okay or if they ever want to talk, and just be kind. You don't need to retaliate. You don't need to say anything nasty back. There's just no point. You're wasting your time. If you don't want to do anything with kindness, then you can always do step number 6, which is just ignore. It is very easy these days. If you're getting someone who is hating you online through a screen, easy enough, block, delete, out of your life. You never have to deal with that person again. Easy as that. So there are 6 tools for you to use if you are starting to experience any hate. Know that it's normal. Know that you're doing something right. You're on the right path. And as hard as it can be to just not let it get to you, remember they're worse off than you are, and you should be grateful, or have the opportunity to be grateful that actually things are going pretty well in your life, and that's a pretty great thing. So thank you guys so much. Make sure to hit that like button on this video, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one.